Well, hello, it's Wednesday and it's time for Woolly Hats Wednesday and the sun is shining. It's almost too shiny. But as you can see, I'm wearing a nice thick jumper because it, as well as being shiny, it's very cold out there and we had frost in the garden. Not frost on the pond, but frost in the garden. I've just seen a bird come down to the bird feeder. So it's Wednesday and it's definitely January now, but it's Christmas and New Year all gone and we're back into the swing of things. The days are getting slightly longer. I noticed it seems to be lighter on an afternoon, but perhaps me just being wishful thinking. So what have I been up to? So what I've been up to is I've been doing some crochet. So this is the pattern I'm doing, and it's from Inside Crochet issue 138. So it was in the summer, and I noticed it because I thought, well, it looks rather nice. I'm not that keen on crochet garments because I feel that they're not quite as snuggly and cold because it's a looser knit, but for some summer things and some tops they are quite nice, and I thought this pattern was quite good because it's not too lacy and looks rather smart. It doesn't actually look as though it's crocheted, so I thought I'd give it a go. So what I'm using is this is the yarn I bought when I was in Scotland in the summer from Ripplecraft Yarn, which are based on the west coast north of Ullapool, and it's wash my hand, Greenness of Life, and it's Sullivan 4-ply, and it's 60% wool, 20% yak and 20% silk, so it's lovely and soft, and it's got very good stitch definition, so which means that you can see the stitches. So here we are. I'm not sure if you can see this. Where are we? Yes. So this is the front. There we are. So you can see it shows the stitches really well. If it was a fluffy yarn, you wouldn't be able to see the detail, and you'd be a waste of time doing all that detail. So I've done the front, and I'm nearly finished the back. Just got the sides and a bit of finishing off to do, which reminds me that for all of you knitters who have lots of projects stuck in the corner because you don't like sewing things up or you're not sure how to sew things up, I'm doing a fantastic finishing techniques for knitters workshop on the 29th of January, 12 noon till 4 p.m. at Vicar's Cross United Reformed Church, and I'll show you lots of things, hints and tips to do so that you can end up with some fantastic projects. And please bring along your projects so that we can perhaps have a look at those as well. It only costs £30 and there'll be tea and cake as normal. So just let me know if you'd like to come on that. That'd be great if you could come along, and it'd be a good way of clearing all out the projects so you can then go off and buy some more wool and doing some more projects, which is marvellous, isn't it? So that was my knitting project, yes, I was going to tell you a bit more about my jumper because this is Martin Storey design. Oh, dribbled some of my lunch down there. Martin Storey, and he's one of my favourite designers. He does some fantastic aran stuff, and you think, oh, that's a lovely pattern, and then you think that's the best he's ever done, and then he goes and does another one. Recently he's been doing a lot more Fair Island stuff, but his aran ones are really good. So this is a Rowan pattern published in one of the earlier magazines. I actually made it in probably 2000, the year 2000, so it's nearly 20 years old. And you think, well, it looks good as new. Well, it is, because there's not many days in the year where I can wear it because it is so warm, because it's lovely. It's I think it's either pure wool, it's a very high wool content, so it's only on a day like today when it is freezing cold that it's good to wear, because otherwise you get too hot. That is one that I really like. So there's my projects for this week. I'm also carrying on my knitting and my cardigan for Mr. W. And preparing for my other classes. So I'll mention the finishing techniques. I've got the fancy granny squares, crochet granny square blanket, so this space is on those. That starts on the 26th of January. And I've got a Fair Isle workshop on the 12th of February. So if you're interested in those, look on the website or give me a call, give me a message. That'll be good. So the other thing I was going to mention is on Saturday, it's National Hat Day. So I think I ought to mention that, really. I love making hats, and as you know, and I've got quite a few. So I will be wearing hats on Saturday because it's National Hat Day. So are you going to be wearing a hat? If so, what is it? Do share and let us know if you made it or if somebody else made it, or you even bought it because it had a special memory. Yeah, that's Saturday, so that's something to look forward to. I think that's all for me this week. Jabbering on, I shall go off and perhaps have a little walk in the sunshine with my nice warm jumper, and I will see you next week. Bye.